This is M15-SBS to 125th Street. This stop is South Ferry and Terminal. Next stop, Water Street and Pine Street. This stop is Water Street and Pine Street. Next stop, Pearl Street and Beekman Street. This stop is Pearl Street and Beekman Street. Next stop, Madison Street and Catherine Street. Transfer available to M22. This stop is Madison Street and Catherine Street. Next stop, Allen Street and Grand Street. Transfers available to the F, J, M, and C trains, M14-SBS, and B39. This stop is Allen Street and Grand Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East First Street. Transfers available to the F train and M21. This stop is First Avenue and East First Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 15th Street. Transfers available to M14-SBS and M14-DSBS. This stop is First Avenue and East 15th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 25th Street. Transfers available to M9, M23-SBS, and X37. This stop is First Avenue and East 25th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 28th Street. This stop is First Avenue and East 28th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 34th Street. Transfers available to M34-SBS and M34-ASBS. This stop is First Avenue and East 34th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 44th Street. Transfer available to M42. This stop is First Avenue and East 44th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and Mitchell Place. Transfer available to M50. This stop is First Avenue and Mitchell Place. Next stop, First Avenue and East 57th Street. Transfers available to M31, M57, Q32, Q60, and Q101. This stop is First Avenue and East 57th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 67th Street. Transfer available to M66. This stop is First Avenue and East 67th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 79th Street. Transfer available to M79-SBS. This stop is First Avenue and East 79th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 86th Street. Transfer available to M86-SBS. This stop is First Avenue and East 86th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 97th Street. Transfer available to M96. This stop is First Avenue and East 96th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 106th Street. Transfer available to M106. This stop is First Avenue and East 106th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 116th Street. Transfer available to M116. This stop is First Avenue and East 116th Street. Next stop, First Avenue and East 125th Street. Transfers available to M35, M60-SBS, and M125. This stop is First Avenue and East 125th Street. Next stop, East 126th Street and 2nd Avenue. This stop is East 126th Street and 2nd Avenue. This is M15-SBS to 125th Street.